all you G-Body fans out there, we got a real good one for you today. 1983 Oldsmobile Cutlass. Finished in this beautiful, beautiful deep metallic blue. This thing looks great, and it's got a lot of tasteful upgrades. Getting into it, I'm probably gonna paint about an 8. It's a little better than driver's quality. The little marks that you do see, like the swirls and that, typical for car washes and detailing. But as we move along it, there weren't any like major dents or anything that I saw when I went around the car. As we look at the door going down, nothing really to point out. And on these Cutlasses, this chrome trim going all the way around is a known failure point. You get a lot of pitting, you start getting rust. You can see this looks beautiful going all the way around here. Quarter window still looks solid, no scratches. And then we got our rag top as well, nice and soft still. You can tell that it's been conditioned, and we don't have any splits or anything coming up. As we come down to the rear quarter panel, again, I don't see any waves or any dents that need to be pointed out. Looks super solid. Rear glass has no cracks, no spider webbing. And then, as I always try to point out, you can see the light on the hood, on the trunk, looks super clear. There's high definition there. So again, paint is in pretty solid condition. Rear bumper is solid for the bumper fillers and everything. No cracks or anything. Impact strip still intact. As we look down the driver's side, again, no waves or major dents. We left this one on these 20-inch chromes with these Continental tires. I think it's a super clean look as well, instead of always doing Vogues. I'm gonna shut the door just so you guys can see that the door is aligned properly. Coming towards the front, again, nothing that I could really point out in the body. Glass is solid with no rock chips and no cracks. And then as we come down the hood, again, you can see that beautiful blue once that light hits right there. Appears to be properly lined. I don't see it catching on any corners. And our front grille looks pretty solid as well. All the slats are there. Look like stock headlights. Those could probably be replaced with some clear ones to make it stand out a little more. But overall, pretty clean actually. Let me grab the keys and pop the hood. I see you guys are getting a sneak peek at the interior. It's my favorite part of the vehicle, honestly. Under the hood, super clean. Power brakes, power steering, AC as expected. Stock 5.0. What I do like is it's been tastefully upgraded. New alternator. I like how they put the Oldsmobile valve covers on. A nice OG gold. Edelbrock intake and Edelbrock carb as well. And of course, when I don't slam it, it don't shut. And go ahead, pop the trunk. Nice clean trunk. It's got a sound system, obviously. I like the way they clean the box is. It's just a regular box, but I like how they put the Oldsmobile, you know, how they put the symbol there. Super dope. Trunk pans look phenomenal. I can't pull up all the carpet, but you guys can clearly tell there's no surface rust or anything there. So let's go ahead and look on the inside. Again, inside is my favorite because the seats have been reupholstered and they look beautiful. Nice and plush, super soft, no discoloration, no rips, no tears. Got to keep the old school pillow back there. And carpet is new as well with the mats. You can really tell on this front seat, again, no discoloration, nothing. Looks great. Door panel looks amazing as well. We have no warping, no cracks. And the dash has no cracks and no warping either. And I'm a super big fan of this console. You can normally tell when consoles have been done cheaply, and this one feels super solid. There's no shaking as you move it back and forth. Cup holders are large enough to actually fit, you know, like a Gatorade bottle in there or something. And then once we do the test drive, I'll show you guys the lights and everything as well. Driver door panel, same as passengers, nothing to point out. No rips, no tears. Beautiful driver seat again, no discoloration there. And the other thing I really like, I love this steering wheel. I've had so many steering wheels, Grants, Forever Sharps, and you know, they look nice, but they don't feel super solid. I like how thick this one feels, and obviously some work has been done to the steering column. This thing doesn't move an inch. Like I'm talking about, it is solid, and it's got the lock on it still. So Give me a second, we'll knock out the test. All right, y'all, we'll go ahead and get started with the test drive in the Cutlass. Get my seatbelt on first. Dash looks beautiful. Oddly enough, when they redid it, they blocked these last 3 numbers. I don't know why. Doesn't really matter. 91,000 is what it reads, so don't know why they blocked the last 2. Beautiful gauges though, everything looks nice and clean. Again, I love this steering wheel. It's nice and thick, super solid. That's what I was talking about with this console. I love that the cup holders can actually fit stuff. This is super solid. And then I love the lights. Very tastefully done. Oldsmobile polished. Radio works. Let me see if I can put it on the radio instead of something else. So you guys can kind of tell it's got some bang. Sound works. AC blows. Good there. Left turn, right turn. Oh, the other thing that I really like, it's got LED headlights, but when they redid the dash, they put the little LED lights in the dash. So you don't see it as much during the day, but at night makes it way better to see. So windshield wipers work and windows work. Sunroof works as well. I had this open for the video, but I'm gonna go ahead and close it. And horn works. So normally when you have these aftermarket steering wheels, the horn don't never work, so I love seeing that as well. I'm gonna go ahead and knock out this test drive. Oh, that's that Impala. I'm looking around like, bro, I know this ain't this car chopping like that. We had a 69 Impala that's coming soon that they moving. Hold on, let me turn this radio down. Don't want my content getting blocked. Speedometer is not working. TAC is coming up, but speedometer is not working. So oil pressure does look like it's working, and we'll see if the temp comes up. Alignment feels good. My hands are off. I'm hitting the brakes. She's not pulling one way or another. Do think I had a little bit of play going to the left though. We're gonna see. Just a little bit. Nothing crazy, but alignment is off actually. When I was stopping, it was just turned straight with no issues, but as I'm driving, you guys can kind of see it's turned just a little bit. Might be the steering wheel is not clocked appropriately, but either way, no big issues. Suspension feels solid. We ain't got nothing but like 20s on here, so with a decent sized tire too, not super low pro. So brakes feel good. I got on them just a little bit there. Throttle response is decent. Nothing bad by any means at all. Obviously you ain't gonna burn no tires in this by any means, but she's a good cruiser for sure. Again, I just keep looking around. I really enjoy this interior. I think it's beautiful color, put together and tastefully upgraded. Suspension feels solid. Again, I don't hear any exhaust leaks, any motor noise, any belt squealing or anything. So we're gonna go ahead and get this back so I can check it out on the colors up on the rack. Starting with the front bumper. Again, front bumper looks solid. Paint looks good. Could use a little bit of polishing for sure, but no dents or anything. Going down the front of the car, we just came off the test drive. No signs of leak from the oil or transpan. Disc brakes up in the front. Floor pans look perfect coming down the driver's side. Nothing to point out here. No soft spots or anything. And coming down the, sorry, that was the driver's side, passenger side. Floors look great, no soft spots, no patchwork. Frame was nice and straight. Exhaust has been done at some point in time. All suspension looks stock. Drum in the back. And factory 10-bolt car. Gas tank looks solid. No signs of any leaks. The rear bumper actually does look a little bit like it could use some work. Obviously, with the painted top, you don't really see the chrome that much, but eventually this probably will need to be re-chromed. It's got a little bit of pitting going on. Rear quarter panel, again, looks solid. We decided to keep these 18-inch spokes on here with the black Continentals, just because, no reason to change them, but they're in good shape. Chrome cladding looks solid. We got a couple little dings here and there from the rocks picking up. Nothing crazy though. Yeah, hit this damn bumper on this car. Now coming down the passenger side, same thing. Wheels look solid. Chrome cladding looks good, and the body looks phenomenal. If you guys are interested in this 83, give us a call, 256-801-4409. Check us out at Rolling Museums on the website and Instagram. As always, appreciate you watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe.